Welcome back to Studio 4, everyone. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults, and winter conditions can increase that risk, from slick sidewalks to hazardous places in your home. So that's why we have Dr. Brian Weis with us today. Dr. Brian, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
This is a topic we need to be talking about. I know plenty of people that work at the hospital in the ER, and a lot of the times they have patients that come in due to falls.
Right.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the dangers?
Well, as you said, this is a high-risk time of year of snow and ice, but falls are around the year.
Yes.
I mean, gravity is not always our friend. So the thing we worry about is when people fall, and we're talking normally falls from the ground level. They can suffer fractures of the long bones, like the hip. The big thing is they can hit their head, and a lot of times we see people will have bleeding inside their head, which can be life-threatening. Particularly older people may be on blood thinners, or like Coumadin or Eliquis or Xarelto, which even increase that risk of an intracranial hemorrhage.
And why is that? How does medication, impact the dangers when it comes to falls?
Sure, medications are big. So, the blood thinners are one thing. Also, people take, blood pressure medicine. Sometimes, if that blood pressure medicine is too strong, they'll drop their blood pressure. They get dizzy, and that can lead to a fall. So medications a lot of times can contribute to falls by making someone unsteady on their feet or dizzy or things like that.
Okay, wow. And then we don't have to, of course we have to worry about the outdoors, but also we could fall like inside our own home. So what can we do to prevent that? Yeah,
actually the majority of falls happen inside the house. So you think about, things like if you have hardwood floors and you have throw rugs, a loose throw rug will make you fall. Okay, obviously if you have clutter around the house, if you don't have good lighting in your hallways, that means you can trip over something, unsteady surfaces. One we see a lot is pets. These little dogs, little cats, people will trip over their pet.
Really?
And I've had a couple of patients suffer terrible falls after stepping on their cat or dog.
Oh my God, I did not even think about that. I was thinking like, oh, maybe some toys from your kids, grandkids.
Yeah, absolutely.
But your pets?
All the same. And then we have one particular risk in the Panhandle here is wind. We don't talk much about that, but we have snow and ice. When I was doing hospice care, I would have 2 to 3 people a year dying from wind-related falls. So, they may open the front door of their house, the door gets caught in the wind, blows back at them, and knocks them over. And so the wind can be also a real risk here for falls.
No, I believe that. There's been times when I'm just, hopping into my car, and the car door becomes really heavy to, keep open whenever we have that strong wind. Oh my goodness, yeah, there's a lot of, so we got to be careful inside the home and also outside. And we had a recent snow event, here on the high plains. Right. Did we see like a uptick in that during that time?
We always do. The only things you'll look at is, a lot of times it's people can see snow. It's afterwards when you get like the black ice. So you get the ice that's, basically frozen over the next morning, and you don't necessarily see it. That's the really dangerous part. So it's just so critical that everyone, watch where you're stepping, hold on to things when you can, okay? Wear good footwear that has some traction to it. And these are all things that people can do to hopefully minimize some of the risk of falling.
And Dr. Weis, where can we go for more information about this topic?
Yeah, as always, you can go to the TTUHSC website, ttuhsc.edu. Any major medical center can talk about this. But I think falls are so prevalent that, that you can find information everywhere on how to have your home kind of screened for fall risk, things like that, just to make sure that you're not finding extra risk at home.
Yes. And just everyone be careful out there. And it doesn't matter, what demographic you're in. It could happen to little kids, young adults, and also our elderly. So Dr. Weis, thank you for coming in today. Of course. And stay with us. We have more Studio 4 on the way.